Have you ever been hurt so deeply that the idea of forgiveness felt like a betrayal of your own pain? Have you ever asked yourself, how can I forgive someone who doesn't deserve it, and then immediately felt shame or confusion for even thinking about it? Welcome back to the channel. I'm honored you're here today, because we're stepping into one of the most difficult and transformative spaces on the human journey, the space of forgiveness, and not just the easy kind, but the impossible kind. The kind of forgiveness that makes your stomach turn, the kind that asks something of you that feels unfair, and the kind that, paradoxically, frees your soul. This video, we're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're not here to slap positivity over pain. We're going to talk about the messy, raw, real process of forgiving what feels unforgivable, and how the Buddhist path offers profound guidance for those ready to release their own suffering. Because make no mistake, forgiveness is not about them. It's about you. It's not about saying what happened was okay. It's about saying, I choose not to let this own me anymore. So let's begin, not with philosophy but with life. Imagine a woman who was betrayed by her closest friend. Years of trust shattered in a moment. Man whose business partner emptied their accounts and disappeared. Teenager who carries scars from childhood abuse. Mother grieving a child lost to violence. Person abandoned in illness. These are not small wounds, are life-altering, and for many, they become defining. The idea of forgiveness, in these cases, can feel almost insulting. Forgive, people ask. Why should I? That would mean what they did was okay. And here, we arrive at the first, and perhaps most important, misunderstanding about forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning the act. It's about releasing the grip it has on you. Buddhism doesn't ask us to pretend. It asks us to see clearly. If hurt happened, the betrayal occurred, the loss is real. So is the possibility of liberation. Let's step into that possibility now. Beyond resentment. The Buddhist view of suffering. Buddhism begins not with solutions, but with truths. And one of the first truths it teaches is this: life involves suffering. Not because life is cruel, but because of our attachment into people, expectations, stories, and identities. When we are hurt, especially by someone we trusted, a powerful attachment is born, the attachment to being wronged. We replay the moment, nurse the story, we examine the scar, not because we want to suffer, but because we don't know what else to do with it. The Buddha compared anger and resentment to grasping a burning coal with the intent to throw it at someone else, but being the one who gets burned. And that's what holding on to unforgiveness does. It hurts us, not them. So what does Buddhism offer? Not a denial of the pain, but a path to walk through it with clarity, compassion, and eventually, peace. There's an important distinction we must make. Forgiving an act is not the same as accepting it. You can say, I no longer carry hatred, while still pursuing justice. You can say, I release this pain, while still setting boundaries. Forgiveness in Buddhism is not passive, it's not naive, it's the active practice of freedom. And that's where metta comes in. The practice of metta, cultivating compassion for all. Metta, or loving kindness, is one of the four Brahma-viharas, the divine abodes of the awakened heart. Begin simply. You sit, you breathe, and you offer words silent. I be happy. I be safe. I be free from suffering. And you expand. My loved ones be happy. Those I don't know be safe. And then, when you are ready, those who have hurt me be free from suffering. Not because they deserve it, but because you do. Extending metta to someone who has harmed you is not the first step, it's a later step. You start with yourself. You build the muscle of compassion. You restore your own broken heart. And only when that heart begins to stabilize do you open the door to those you once closed off. When you do, something miraculous happens. The grip loosens. Or resentment, which once felt like your shield, starts to feel like your cage. And the moment you see that, you begin to free yourself. Metta is not magic. It's a practice. Some days you'll feel nothing. Some days you'll weep. Some days you'll rage. All of it is welcome. Because the point is not to feel good. It's to be honest. And through that honesty, through that effort, a new heart is born. Wisdom in action. Applying impermanence and interconnections. How? Let's connect this to two of Buddhism's most profound teachings, impermanence and interconnections. Impermanence reminds us, everything changes. The one that felt unbearable a year ago, different now. The person you were when you were hurt, changed. Even the persons who hurt you, changing too. When we hold on to resentment, we freeze time. We keep the pain alive by keeping the story unchanging. But when we remember that all things shift, we create space for healing, for movement, for possibility. Interconnections teaches us we are all part of the same web. This does not excuse harm, but it does invite us to see deeper. Why do people harm others? Often because they are hurt themselves, caught in ignorance, greed, fear. Does that justify it? No. But it explains the roots. And when you see those roots, you realize something humbling. You too have caused harm in your life. Not on the sin scale, perhaps, but we have all acted from anger. We've all said things we regret. We've all failed someone who needed us. This realization isn't to minimize your pain, it's to remind you that we are all human. And within that shared humanity lies the possibility of compassion. Liberation, your path to inner peace. Forgiveness, then, is not an erasure. It's not a forgetting. It's not a shortcut. It's a liberation. You don't forgive so they can sleep better. You forgive so you can finally rest. And you don't do it all at once. You do it breath by breath. You show up. You sit with the pain. You stop feeding it with stories. You offer empathy. You honor impermanence. You remember your interconnections. And slowly, the unbearable becomes bearable. The scar becomes a reminder not of pain, but of strength. And your heart becomes a home again. So today, I ask you not to forgive everything right now. But to ask yourself this. What burden are you ready to release today? Is it the name you keep repeating in your mind? Is it the memory that replays in a loop? Is it the hatred you think protects you, but only poisons you? You deserve peace. Not because you're perfect, but because you're willing. And that willingness, that courage to let go, is the seed of awakening. This touched something in you. Let it move. Share your reflections in the comments. Tell us what you're forgiving. Tell us what you're struggling to forgive. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's carrying something heavy. Because forgiveness is not weakness. It is power. It is love turned inward. It is the path of the warrior of peace. Thank you for watching.
Before you leave, here's something special. In Buddhism, we believe that every encounter carries a deeper meaning. Would you like to discover your true soul connection, the one written into your destiny? Take the Soulmate Test today and unveil the hidden truths of your journey. Click the link below and begin your path now.
http://soulmate. You wisdom more, come, white.